Oh my gosh, boys, we are out of control with Movember this year.
Excellent!
Welcome back to Poor Boys RC, you wonderful human beings. Check this out, RTR Hobby sent me this licensed Toyota Land Cruiser recovery truck. 112 scale, it's got a hard plastic body. You know what, I'm gonna shut up, let's take a look. Comes in a couple different configurations. I ended up with this yellow one, although it's red, but it's got the tow hook on the back, looks super rad. We've got this kind of safari style vehicle over here. On the back, this guy's got a, kind of a standard truck box and a snorkel on it. Super, super cool looking. And of course the badge that we all love to see. What do we got in the box here today, folks? Looks like we've got some hard plastic bits and bobs we're going to have to bolt onto the body, I believe, to complete our scale look. Got a bag of goodies. I see more scale bits and bobs. Instruction manual. All you need to know about your new Land Cruiser. USB style slow charger. More scale goodies. I see some wiper arms there, side mirrors, and what else? Some molded door handles. Super rad. We have this. I think that says, "Hey Phil, cool mustache, dude." Some license decals, TRD. Let's go. Ooh, ARB as well. Very nice. And some chrome. You know what they say? If it ain't chrome, it won't get you home. Some Toyota badges, maybe some door handle covers or something like that. What else do we have here? I see some lenses. Lenses for some lights, maybe light retainers. This one's by MN Model, and I've reviewed a bunch of vehicles, mostly helicopters and drifters and stuff from RTR Hobby, but never anything from MN Model. There's a splash of their logo right there. This thing looks so cool. Check that out. Yeah, buddy. But you guys know the drill. Got to finish the boring stuff first. Here's our radio. Looks to me like it's a simple 2-channel. It's got a thumbstick controller, little thumbstick doodad there. Although it's really the way the controller kind of sticks out. It's hard to use that, but it's still small enough I can get my thumb on the foam wheel there. What do we have? Steering trim, throttle rate, light SW. We have channel 3 plus and channel 3 down, which is probably kind of winch control up and down on this bad boy. We'll find out in a few minutes. And then it's your standard off and on. Probably going to be AAAs. Looks like you need 4 batteries, maybe AA's or AAA's. I'll find out in a few minutes. This is what I want to talk to you about today. Have a look at this cool looking machine. So once again, it is licensed. It has got an ARB front bumper on it, which also had the ARB stickers. I'm going to assume that's licensed as well. These little lenses that we saw a minute ago, I bet they're going to go right here. You could wire up some LED lights to that. I bet you any money. We got a hood that pops up. There's your 2S LiPo right up there. This is all hard plastic. This is molded in red as well, as you guys can tell there. So it's not like it's painted red, it's molded red plastic. And just some really great details. The big hood scoop there, nice Toyota headlights, the Toyota grille with a logo. Take a look inside. We've even got a scale interior. There's some good details in there. The vents, the turn signal stock, steering wheel, even a Toyota emblem on the steering wheel. That's great. Seatbelt buckles down there. Very cool. Checking out the back end. This is where the action is, guys. We'll try this out in a few minutes, but this thing, levers up, and I think we have a separate winch to work this hook cable here. Feels like maybe this is like a synthetic type of a rope that they have here. It's definitely not steel. Feels like a synthetic, but it's not really elasticy or anything. So I'm gonna go with a synthetic rope. And I'm gonna guess we have a servo right inside here. That's kind of got a cover on it to maybe look like it's hiding a winch. And then of course you've got your winch cable coming out right here. Let's have a look at the rubber. These wheels are plastic, tires are not glued. I don't even know if there's a foam in there. Let's see. There is no foam in there. So it's kind of got, it's got that hollow feel. Kind of a medium sort of rubber compound, so not super, super sticky, but not super hard either. With a scale looking tread design, but I don't think these are licensed tires. There's no markings on there. Same deal up front. You got these same wheels going on there. I think they look great. So this chassis looks like it's all plastic. I don't see like metal ladder frames or anything. These are just kind of molded plastic. But we do have an interesting sort of setup in the back end here where we've got leaf springs and we've got coilovers. So a 3-leaf pack seems to work pretty good. The coilovers do have adjustable collars on them, but I do not believe these are oil filled. They definitely don't feel like they're oil filled, and they don't really look like an oil filled shock to me. Rear axle is plastic, same with the output shafts that take you to the transmission. Front output shaft, front axle, all plastic as well. Plastic 4-links up front, servo on axle setup out front with front of the axle steering with standard size axles, non-portal. And right there, you can see some white. So it looks like we've actually got white plastic axles inside the axle housing. And I would love nothing more than to take this thing apart and find out all those fine details for you guys exactly. But with screws and everything that are this small and my kind of shaky hands and gorilla hand grip, It's a bad situation. Anytime I work on something really small like this, I tend to just break parts, strip screws. So I just don't do it anymore. Next steps, I'm gonna put all the plastic details on here, and then we're gonna go put this thing through its paces. Let's go. You know what? For a second there, I thought, uh-oh, they forgot to give me screws. But looking at these instructions, all these external parts just kind of snap in. None of them are screwed in. Well, that's just neat as heck. First step is side mirrors. They've even got tiny little scale mirrors to put on, and they're even kind of reflective. Oh, it's so adorable. Giddy up. We're getting old, boys. The eyes aren't what they used to be. There we go. That makes sense. You go in there, and this guy, look at that. Boom, just like that, Captain. How you doing, bud? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're getting scaled, boys. We're getting scaled today. Little snorkel hat. Keep all those birds from nesting in your snorkel. There we go. Yeah, everything just kind of snaps in. Groovy. We got some tiny little clear lenses for the fenders. I think these are like your turn signal indicators. Oh yeah, let's go. How about some door handles next? And a couple times I've noticed here they give you three. They give you 3 door handles. You know, in case you lose one, you've got a spare, which is pretty cool. This is why I don't take these cars apart. I'm sorry I don't give you a closer look at them because I just can't, dude. I can't. Like, my fingers are too large and my hands are too shaky for this kind of small stuff. It does not fly.
A few moments later.
And the rest of these stickers you can do whatever you want with. You can put them on if you choose to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Myself, personally, I like some of these, especially since we're licensed. Nice Toyota across the top of windshield. Yeah, dude, let's go. Back to the radio. They say it just takes 2 AA's that the kit does not come with. You'll have to supply your own. All right, so our battery is charged up. Fire up our radio. I still don't really understand what this blue thing is. I went through the manual. It doesn't really say anything about it. Just some kind of funky feature. And you get your on-off switch just down here. Fired up. You heard the 2 beeps. We've got LEDs up front. Those are really nice and bright too. Look at that. We got some LEDs in the back. Looking good. Now, what if I hit reverse? Do I have a reverse light? Oh, we do. Very cool. Turn signals. We got turn signals. Cool. What about up front? Turn signals. Oh, yeah. Sweet. I could press the button once. My front headlights went out. My rear taillights are still on. Press the button again. Headlights. So just kind of an on-off switch on your radio for your lights. And then channel 3 right here. We have a channel 3 up and down. So I think this is what's going to operate our winch. So that brings our winch out. And then up brings our winch in. The winch only kind of affects the hook. It doesn't affect this portion of the up and down. So if you want your hook to be up a little higher, you've got these loops here where you can manually loop it around. And there you go. Now it's kind of up a little bit higher and more of a normal position. And just before we take the new Land Cruiser out, don't forget we still have the raffle happening right now. This is our November raffle. This is for an expert semi-assembled Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin. Look at that beauty. XSA. We've got some Poor Boys RC decals in there waiting for you already. This is expert semi-assembled, so you do need to add a few things like this battery we have here for you. We have a waterproof servo right here for you with metal gears. And we've got a Fly Sky radio, FSG2, GT2B. All of this is included in your winnings. Tickets are $2. They include free worldwide shipping. Contest ends at the end of November. Links down below in the description box and a pinned comment. Maybe Willie weighs a little too much. Super safe towing, Poor Boys RC style. Right into the trash can. So the differentials are locked, both front, rear. And I say the only thing that I think it could be, that could really be improved upon it right off the top of my head is the fact that you don't have a ton of steering. With a locked front diff, you lose even more steering. That's full lock, turning right. So you see, I don't have a ton of steering, but it gets the job done. Last thing I want to test it out on is on some rocks. While the shocks do work pretty good, being such a small scale, you do have some limitations. Say hi, Tila. You want to review an RC car with me today? Right on, dude. Let's go. Look at her toes. Little thumbs. It's actually doing a pretty good job. Oh, we're high centered. We're also going downhill, which helps it. Yeah, those rocks are a bit much. This is more of your kind of trail truck. Really nice scale looker. Chase the cat around the house a little bit with, sort of a vehicle. Does a great job through the wood chips. Oh, come on. Try and give her a little bit of a bump. There it is. We got her. So to wrap this one up today, guys, I think this is a nice truck for the price point. No, you're not going to be a comp crawler with this. I wouldn't take this out on some big aggressive terrain. This is more of your sort of, really nice looking scale truck with good working suspension, full-time four-wheel drive, locked differentials, but some limitations with small tires, a bit of reduced ground clearance, that sort of thing. They're fully licensed. They can lift the front end of a wheelie. And if you want to pick one up, I've got an affiliate link in the description box and a pinned comment. And remember, at the time this video airs, RTR Hobby has a killer Black Friday sale on right now. So I've got some coupon codes down there as well. So make sure you check out that description box. Save yourself some money. Thank you all so much for watching Poor Boys RC, everybody. Until next time, be excellent to each other.